Manchester City traveled to Anfield to take on Liverpool in the first leg of the quarterfinals. Even though before this game, City were one of the favourites to win the Champions League this season, Liverpool is probably the worst team they could have got. And that was evident in this match. Liverpool did not allow City to register a single shot at the goal. Now that is something considering City are the second most top scoring team in Europe's top 5 leagues this season. If we take a look at what happened last time these two teams met together, City were outclassed just as they were in this match. A big reason for that is because Pep does not have a backup plan. I will get into more detail after we take a look at how the home team lined up. Liverpool lined up similar to how they did last time they played against City. Emre Can was out with a back problem, so Henderson came in. Milner was given the nod due to defensive reasons that I will get into later. City, on the other hand, tweaked their formation a bit compared to last time. This is how City lined up last time. But in this match, Pep decided to bench informed Sterling and opted to play Gundogan. His reasoning for this change was to have more control in the midfield. But this is the problem with Pep. This isn't a plan B. It's just a slight change from his original plan. So Liverpool did not have to change much and played very similar to how they played last time. But before we get into how Liverpool took City apart, let's take a look at what Pep had in mind. On paper, the formation was 4-3-3 for City, but it was actually a 3-4-3 with Walker in midfield. Notice how Walker stays back to provide another option in the midfield instead of staying by the line on the right wing like he usually does. This meant that City had 4 midfielders against Liverpool's 3 midfielders. Gundogan was allowed to go up on the right side, but always stayed inside of the right wing. As a result, City had no one by the line on the right wing. This meant that De Bruyne was playing much deeper than usual. Fernandinho occasionally dropped back to make it a back 5 at times. Fernandinho was doing this because of what was happening on the left side of the field. Salah is probably going to win the PFA Player of the Year, so it was imperative for City to deal with him. That is why Laporte stayed tied with him no matter how deep he went. Since Laporte was occupied with Salah, Sané and Silva attacked primarily through the left wing. Due to this, City were focusing on the left side whenever they wanted to attack. But as you already know, City managed to not even get a single shot at target, and that is all down to Klopp's tactics. Pep's teams are known for having the most possession, but Klopp made sure that possession was pretty much in balance in the first half. Klopp managed to outclass Pep yet again. So what exactly did Klopp do? Well, as expected, Liverpool pressed with high pressure. But when teams press with high pressure, City usually stretch them out and then play from the back in order to hold possession and find spaces to get upfield. So Klopp wanted to disrupt that. He managed to do it by forcing City's attention on one side and then pressing the trap player in a manner that going long was his best option. Due to this, City were going long a lot more than usual, and this is exactly what Liverpool wanted. They wanted to keep the ball in the air because that's where City are at their weakest. And so, even when Liverpool had the chance of playing from the back, they opted to go long and get that second ball in midfield. This allowed them to bypass City's midfield and got them upfield relatively quickly. Milner and Henderson stayed back while Oxlade-Chamberlain was allowed to go upfield on every Liverpool attack. Milner staying back alongside Henderson made sure that Liverpool had enough men back when defending a counter-attack. That, combined with Klopp's gegenpressing or counter-pressing, made it difficult for City to hold on to possession for prolonged periods. Alexander-Arnold defended very well against Sané on the left wing. All this made sure that Klopp had the upper hand, while Pep had possession but no real threat at all. But the main reason why Liverpool kept getting into dangerous areas was because of what was happening on the left wing. Pep had another reason to keep Walker back, and that was Mane. If Walker was higher up, Mane would have the whole left wing open. And this is where I think Pep got his team selection wrong. He chose Gundogan to play on the right wing instead of Sterling. Gundogan is a midfielder, and so he kept drifting into midfield. This left Robertson wide open on the left wing, and he made sure to exploit this. Therefore, someone had to get back and mark Robertson. It was usually Jesus, or else it was a 2v1 on the left wing. This impacted City's attack quite a lot. Liverpool are the best counter-attacking team in the Premier League this season, so it was only a matter of time before something like this happened considering how Liverpool were playing. And then, not even 10 minutes after Liverpool opened the scoring, they kept using the left wing to get upfield while Gundogan was slow to get back, and then this happens. After the goal, Liverpool kept up with their intensity, which was causing City a lot of trouble. Eventually, this happens at the half-hour mark. Liverpool wins the ball in a dangerous area. "30 minutes into the game and Liverpool were leading 3-0 against a side who were pipped to win a treble this season. Liverpool were running a riot yet again against Manchester City. Immediately after their goal, Walker started playing much higher up and stayed by the line on the right wing. This dragged Mane into a left wing-back position, which impacted Liverpool's attack. City were also having more luck playing from the back as Liverpool's intensity seemed to have slowed down. But their attacks still had no tooth, while Liverpool kept threatening City. And did so right until the halftime whistle. As the second half started, Liverpool seemed to be sitting back a lot more than before. I guess they learned from their mistakes in the last game and made sure to not let City get back into the game. This was really important, as I'm sure Liverpool did not want City getting an away goal or two. Apart from that, Liverpool continued with the same tactics from the first half, as they were still pressing the goalkeeper in a similar manner. They kept getting upfield mainly through long balls. And even when forced back, went long and bypassed City's first wave of pressure. But they were not pressing with that intensity that was causing City trouble anymore. While City switched De Bruyne's and Gundogan's position. In the 52nd minute, Salah had an injury scare, so he was replaced with Wijnaldum. In my opinion, this was a blessing in disguise, as this change allowed Liverpool to be much more solid defensively. They changed to a 4-4-2 due to this change. In the 57th minute, Sterling came on for Gundogan. Pep's aim from this substitution was to stretch Liverpool. After that change, De Bruyne came back into the middle. City now had a lot more possession than before, and kept on attacking, trying to get at least one goal. Liverpool made sure to send City all the way back to their defensive line whenever they wanted to switch the play from the one side to the other. This caused City's build-up play to take much longer than usual. City were now committing a lot of players forward, even Laporte, in hopes of getting something out of this game. Later in the half, Solanke replaced Firmino to give Liverpool fresh legs to press the backline and make runs in behind the defense. In the 85th minute, Henderson received a yellow card, which means he will miss the second leg due to suspension. City kept trying to make something happen in the closing stages of the game. But the game ended with Liverpool winning by a margin of 3 goals. Pep's Manchester City did not even manage to get one shot at the goal this whole game, which is quite embarrassing. Klopp's masterclass now make them the favorites going into the second leg at Etihad Stadium. What do you guys think about Pep's tactics? Also, how do you think Liverpool will fare against the other teams in the Champions League? I would love to hear what you guys think, so let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you to Kale Mombongo, Anthony, Tej Mullen, Shawshank BR, and more for supporting this channel on Patreon. If you like what I do and would like to support the channel, check out the Patreon page by clicking the link in the description or the pop-up on the top right.